Hello, everybody. It is I, JJ Smooth Jazz, taking over for JJ today. We're going to be looking at some music stylings, the stylings of Lewis Cole, who I have on deck. Now, this is one of JJ's favorite songs, and I hope that you can enjoy it as well until he gets here. So, without further ado, I think we'll watch the video. How am I going to drink my coffee? Hear this. Now tell me this isn't like a great song. This is now Lewis Cole, who I'm going to bring you through a world of Lewis Cole. He is Clowncore. He is Knower. He is Lewis Cole. Now, one of those wonderful women in the background, the one to the far left, not the pink, not the black girl, that's Genevieve Artadi. She's the lead singer of Knower, which is another band of Lewis Cole's. Look at that keyboard solo. And then Clowncore. If you don't know Clowncore, you're about to find out. This is maybe the sax man in Clowncore? Who knows? excellent. Lewis Cole live sesh. Doesn't get any better than that. Now, this is another Lewis Cole. This is the middle of the song because the beginning of the song sounds like You'll See, but it's a transitional song. So I'm going to just start with the good part. The whole beginning was this. Now he's eating a cucumber and some other items. Excuse me. With his short furry jacket on, but then he's going to rock it. He's one of the best drummers of all time, but he can play it all. His parents were very famous musicians in the jazz scene, as he is. Sorry guys, bitches. Bitches. Woo! Now we'll go to Nowhere. This is Nowhere, the band Nowhere, which is Genevieve Artadi. I'm not sure of the exact who they would list as all the bassist. Lewis Cole's on drums, as he should be. So I'm not really sure that they have such great musicians that work with them, especially Lewis Cole's number one influence. I think might be in this video. So let me get to the end of my anonymous source theme song, and I'd like to thank JJ Smooth Jazz, even though he had to cover his face, for covering for me there and lending me his white thing that I have on my head. Let's watch Overtime.
What's the tempo? 1, 2.
This dude on bass, forgot his name. He's great.
My heart working overtime. I let you in, let you cross the line. You want my trust before you have to try. Give all your love if you wanna keep me. You got my heart working overtime. I let you in.
Officially broke my cigarette.
You want my trust before you have to try. Give all your love.
Here it comes.
I'm gonna give it to it. I don't know what you do.
If you're a musician, you would appreciate a lot of the stuff that we're watching. If not, you might like it, you might not.
Better be in the front seat when we cruising down Love Street.
got his name on keyboard, but Whistle, Think Whistle, I forgot. So hot and humid, it's getting humid in the room. Listen to that keyboard action. Sweet.
You want me to slow down? I'm not gonna hang around. You got my heart working overtime. I let you in, let you cross the line. You want my trust, boy, you have to try. Give up your love if you wanna keep me. If you want my heart, if you want my trust, don't play with my heart. Give up your love. If you want my heart, if you want my trust, don't play with my heart. Give up your love.
Woo! Now that was a great song. Now this song is called "The Government Knows." I haven't listened to this one yet. I like the name though. I like the video too. Wait. What do we got? We got Genevieve in the leotard. We got, looks like, what is that? Al Gore, Barack Obama. Who else? And is that Reagan? Reagan, Al Gore, Obama, Genevieve, of course, and Lewis Cole. So this is Nowhere with Lewis Cole singing. Okay.
The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you feel alone.
So let's pay attention to the lyrics here. Those are corn dogs, by the way.
The government knows. The government knows. The government knows. The government knows. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late and you're sitting at home, looking straight through your webcam, looking at you as Uncle Sam. Look him in the eyes with your balls in your hand and stick it to the f***ing man. Stare at the screen when you unpack. The government is staring back. This is how they know you best, with a dick in your right and a mouse in your left. No more interest in the Middle
Unless you have a
East, so they look at
touchpad.
you while you touch your meat. In the middle of a truce, they put the equipment to the use. Why you think you pay the tax for drones and spies, computer hacks? Tax has gone through the roof. At least it's put to good use. The government knows.
The government knows.
The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you're whacking it. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late and you're sitting at home. They fill the sky full of drones to check on you and your bone. Size don't matter to the CIA. They can see your dick from outer space.
The government knows. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late and you need home. I don't know the words. They're watching me right now with my balls in my hand.
In the zone, weird look on your face.
Government knows. Like that.
With your balls in your hand and stick it to the man. In the zone, weird look on your face. This is how you're stored in their database. They're all around, they're all no win. The only dick they haven't seen is Edward Snowden's.
Oh. Government knows. Government knows when you masturbate. Government knows. Wow.
Masturbate.
Oh. Oh. So now, of course, we're going to move on to the next band that Lewis Cole is a part of and a major part of, and it's one of their secrets. It's one of the big secrets out there, Clowncore. Back in February, they were here in New York for 2 shows, maybe a third secret show. None of my business. Not gonna. I mean, no one watching this probably even knows who Clowncore is, but you're about to find the fuck out. I'll tell you that. I don't even know how to start Clowncore with you guys. I mean, look at their last post was just telling their tour, showing their tour a year ago. Do they have any shorts? Oh, look, they didn't even. Are these new? Is this a new video? When is this from? See, this is the one with the New York. February 21st, 22nd. So I guess this is a newer one. They'll be close by, kind of in Boston. But let's get to I don't know what song to even play. An 8-minute song? Nah. Let's do Computers. We'll play Computers, which is a well-known song by Clowncore. As you can see, it's got 2.8 million views. Look, Keyboard has 666. We'll watch Keyboard next. Now, there's one album, as you can see here. They do one album live in a minivan. The whole album is recorded live in the minivan with the driver, DJ Driver, who opened up the shows for them. This is Lewis Cole on drums. You'll see him in the back. He needs a lot of room because he's a big, tall guy. And Sam Gendel on saxophone and keyboard. They're both on keyboards. So let's get into this. A lot of the songs are very short. So, like Danny DeVito, watch the beginning. The end of this video is important. Watch his one-handed drumming, which is very, very. DJ Driver. Here we go. Crash. And let's rewind that crash video. Ready? Crash, and then there's a special airbag. Not over. It's not over. Did catch the camera there, though. Now they're peeing. It's taking a piss on the side of the road. It's obviously Lewis Cole not peeing. So yeah. Oh, don't know why I did that. Let's go back to Clowncore. And let's see what others. Let's go to a song from. Now they did the one in the van, of course, and then they have the one that they do here. We'll watch Hell out of a porta potty. You might want the lyrics, so I'm gonna remove myself. So that was Clowncore. Hell. Clowncore Hell. Let's go a little deeper into Clowncore. Some other songs that might be. There's Witch Pussy, Toilets, Truth in Life, Scheduled Diarrhea. Okay. Let's go to playlists because the channel doesn't have any playlists. Okay. Oh, they uploaded this 3 days ago. These new tour dates. Now see how they go from Texas to Chicago to Boston to Japan, London, and then Berlin. The other one was Iceland. Yeah, see Iceland and Paris, Amsterdam, LA, and New York. For LA because he's local to LA. They all know him over there. They also know him in Germany and Iceland and at Paris and everywhere. They know Nowhere. They know Clowncore. Clowncore sells out very quickly, especially the New York show was sold out. One of them was sold out very quickly. Another one was added after that. So my friend Asif made a video. Okay, so let's go back to home and watch one more Clowncore. Or should we watch a Lewis Cole? Let's go to Lewis Cole music. I think you guys got the idea of Clowncore, right? So let's check out Lewis Cole. Obviously, go to Lewis Cole Music, at Lewis Cole Music. And let's see what videos. Park Your Car on My Face. Dead Inside Shuffle. Perfect. Minute 42. Here we go. Start it over.
I'm whistling with this empty hole. My reflection, I don't know. This ceiling, I'm seeing it a lot. Before I get the sleep that I bought. That changes, that's the part that hits.
Can you guys walk around like that?
We don't feel shit. That gets me out of bed.
Very noticed for doing that vocal.
I hear nothing calling out my name. That's okay. Here I am, fucking answering anyway. Get inside, but life's still moving. Get inside, but I'm still doing. Life is still moving. Life is still moving. Life is still moving. Life is still I'm still doing.
Park Your Car on My Face live. Live version 1. We will click because they made us. Chris Fishman. Nate Wood. Now Nate Wood is his idol, like his drumming guru. Look at the hot dog phone. Taking video. That's taking this very video from a hot dog. Quads activated.
Yes.
You gotta activate those quads, right?
In between the words and there's ever nothing it will pass. But here we are.
Am I blocking the video?
This is happening, change my mind. Joy, come on, hypnotize. That's good sign. Cause your face gets bright running through these traffic lights. This won't never work, but it's fine. I know that you'd exist. Shooting stars don't always hit, and it's clear as day. Can't see shit. Girl, I love that taste. Park your car on my face. Baby, pump those brakes just in case. Girl, just leave that horse while you take my heart, of course. Walking right through walls, block the doors. Girl, I love that taste. Park your car on my face. Baby, pump those brakes just in case. Girl, walls, block the doors. Girl, I love that taste. Park your car on my face. Baby, pump those brakes just in case. Girl, just leave that horse while you take my heart, of course. Walking right through walls, block the doors.
I want to do it like this so I'm not fully taking the video and just playing it like it's mine. So I'm going to use my background, go up over it a little bit, which is what I'm here to do anyway.
love you so. I love you so.
Outro. There's still 2 minutes, over 2 minutes left. Live version 2. Oh, I see what they did here. Okay, so we kind of watched that. Big change up.
Girl, I love that taste.
Put your car up on my face. This is the video. Start it over.
Girl, I love that taste. Park your car up on my face. Baby, pump those brakes just in case. Girl, just leave that horse while you take my heart, of course. Walking right through walls, up the doors. Girl, I love that taste. Park your car up on my face. Baby, pump those brakes just in case. Girl, I love you so, girl. I love you so, girl. I love you so, girl. I love you so. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Say hello. Say hello to my friend Kristen. She's gonna see this video. So that was the video. Say hello. Say hello to my friend Kristen. She's gonna see this video. All right, so I'm gonna bring this back up, and I'm gonna do a. Yep, we're gonna park your car on my face is another video. It's an audio video though. Let's see what else. F it up, live sesh. Live sessions are the best. I'm gonna start it like this. My Truth Social.
Fuck this asking news, what's up? I would rather
Fuck it up.
Easy, safe, and use with us. I would rather
Fuck it up.
Fuck this asking news, what's up? I would rather
Fuck it up.
Easy, safe, and use with us. I would rather
Fuck it up.
fuck it up. I don't know what I'm doing, but
I
I
want
want
to
to
live That's Nate Wood in the corner, his idol, his who remember this house? They use this house for everything. There's the dancers outside. They obviously filmed this the same day as they filmed Thinking.
Take that chance all day long, popping up so fucking strong. Take that chance all day long, popping up so fucking strong. Take that chance all day long, popping up so fucking strong.
That dance the girls do is great. Woo! Nate Wood. Ooh, 12. They only went to 12? Oh, I paused it. They only hit 13. Alright, now let's take a pause at this real quick. At the bottom. Oh, can I not get rid of that? I don't want to see the bottom piece. That's all right. Well, Sam Wilkes on bass, one of the best basses I've ever heard. Nate Wood, one of the best drummers. Ben Wendell, you may know him from such bands as Clowncore. Genevieve, of course. Cat Schumann and Lauren Batley. They're all singers on solo. They all have their solo acts. There's also an Asian girl who's not involved in this one that's really good. Vikram right here. Eddie Pimentel. I don't know how they pronounce that. Rob. Oh, I'm Tight. I'm Tight is next. All right, we're going to watch I'm Tight. Great video. We're going to need full me out of the scene. There's the Asian.
This is it, now you know. This is where the little moments go. This is it, now you know. This is nice, getting deep, slightly dirtier than airplane sleep. This is nice, this is nice. This
Obviously, if you look at the top of the screen, that's the name of the moves they're doing.
I mean, what do you want me to do? Thoughts like this, they come to me. I like these thoughts, I let them be. If we're doing honesty, I know this isn't only me. Can you help? I can help to impress myself. Never wrong, not always right. It's alright. Yeah, alright. Alright. Yeah, I'm just trying to say, bitch, I'm still the same. I will never change. That is why I'm tight. Swim up the stream, 'cause I have different dreams. That is why I'm tight. You think I'm weird, but I'm still fucking here. That is why I'm tight. Right now at least, 'cause sometimes I hate me, but right now it's alright. Right now it's alright. Peacefully, killing spree. Working for my single drop of the sea. Working for my little piece of free. A little dark, white as fuck. I just reflect the sun, you're not starstruck.
How good is this? I mean,
Look, it's alright.
the nightmare nap, okay? Tell me, even if you don't like the song, the way that they use, or Lewis, you know, I think is this a Noah song or Lewis? This is a Lewis call. He uses a minimalistic approach. Oh no, what is this?
Excuse me?
Minimalistic approach, you know, to what they're doing, and it makes it easier for them to make cool videos, like the live sesh videos are just from the house, and I love the way they set that up. Right here on the side, Justin Hawkins said, a year ago, Lewis Cole, a musical genius? Yes. I like Justin Hawkins. I used to watch his videos. I kind of stopped watching his videos for some reason more recently. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just I got tired of his Justin Hawkins rising again. I mean, he's definitely got good takes. He's not a wokester, but you know.
But right now it's alright.
And that is why I'm tight.
Right now it's
Reheaters, this one's called.
alright. Peacefully, killing spree. Working for my single drop of the sea. Working for my little piece of free. A little dark, white as fuck. I just reflect the sun, you're not starstruck. You can look, it's alright, it's alright. Love is big and life is small. Annoying motherfuckers, hear my call. Yeah. I know you know, I do my part. I fight for shit. Equal rights for male anglerfish. I don't know,
Anglerfish.
maybe I do, maybe I do.
I'm sorry, I've had this whole video.
Thoughts like this, they come
There's a lot more to it though.
like these thoughts, I let them be. If we're doing honesty, I know this is
What did that say?
honesty.
Legs, paper, rock, scissors, paper, legs.
Honesty, I know this isn't
Now, what we'll do later is this girl right here is like an opera singer or something. I forgot. She's really talented. We're gonna find out her name though. This is the Heimlichs. We'll check her out in a second before I end this, and then I go to the my Rumble stream, which would be obviously there's a reason why we do it separate streams. Kyle, that's Timo Meyer, buddy. Oh yeah, you're from my Devil's channel. Nice to see you. Yeah, these songs are great, bro. Hope you like. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I don't know how you found it, but I guess it could come up after one of my videos. Precious Cargo.
Here is a taste, recording my own face. That is why I'm tight. I give a taste, recording my own face. That is why I'm tight.
I think the video purposely freezes, because that's not me. Look, it keeps freezing.
Here is a taste, recording my own face. That is why I'm tight.
They don't want to get him dropping. I want that hat. This hat because it goes with the Devil's jersey. Now the Asian girl with the blonde hair, very talented singer as well. So is Genevieve. I think all of them are. Yeah. That's the girl from the other videos. How dare you? Bow and arrows. All right, so that was I'm Tight. Now let's go to, I'm going to minimize this so I can find out the name of the girls. There they are. They should be in here somewhere. Lauren Badley's the Genevieve, Diasano, and then the last girl's name is blocked. Fuen, Fuen. Fuensanta. Okay, let's see. Fuensanta and Lewis Cole. No, let's just do Fuensanta. I'll subscribe. I hope this is her. Yeah, she's like I said, she's Brazilian, I think. So I think she sings in Portuguese, maybe. This is her song, No Será Regresar, which I believe is a famous song, isn't it? Like in the Hispanic music world. Sorry, I'm not good at looking at comments. Yeah, that's what I figured. Thanks, Kyle. Well, I'm sure your name's not really Kyle, but thanks, Kyle. Regresar. No, this is the same girl dancing. Ooh, little chicken pop. Oh, you hear that bass? You hear that? That's pretty sick.
Ni tocar los colores febriles que
I kind of like this.
No los sueños infantiles de la rabia más
Listen to that. That's like a
Y
Shakira.
los pájaros ansiosos. No será regresar.
Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, it is. But it's not bad. I think she's out of LA, I think.
Que se inundaron de lluvia.
Charles are always in charge. Chris, you always come in after I played all the good stuff.
Grietas grises muertas.
What I have playing here is I went deeper into the musicians that were in other videos of musicians that I like, that were like, dancing in the background and stuff. Found out their names, and I'm looking at what they do. This is a Brazilian girl who was in a video we just watched a few minutes ago. I wanted to see what she was into, or what kind of music. But I actually wanted to see something else that was under her name. When I put it in, it was Fuensanta and Lewis Cole. I was doing Lewis Cole. Let's see, Lewis Cole and Friends. Park your car on my face. This is the video I just watched. I'm tight. No. I saw there was Sting's son. I forgot his name, but he was in a band called something Plain, like PL something Plain. I don't know. They opened for 311 in 2008. I saw them in Brooklyn. They opened for 311 and Snoop Dogg. Their name was something Plain, and he plays bass and sings just like his father. He actually wasn't that bad, but wasn't that great either, obviously. But let's see what else. We did Clown Core, we did Lewis Cole, we did Knower, which is all Lewis Cole stuff, who is probably the best jazz drummer there is. And now we're finding out some of the people he you know what else would open for 311 is Zebra Head. What other bands open for 311? There was that guy. He was like a fake Dave Matthews. I forgot. And then some ska bands. Snoop Dogg. Modest Yahoo was probably one of the best artists that I ever saw with 311. Because I saw 311. Maybe 50 times. I don't know. Chad Sexton is also one of the top drummers out there for decades. So I don't know if you're trying to say that they have a bad drummer, but that's pretty outrageous. So she sings all. Let's see, Diasono, the Asian girl who was in the video. Let's find her. I gotta go back to his fucking video now and find out the name of her name. Diasono. The girl in this video here. I'm not searching anymore. The Asian girl with the blonde hair there. She's very well known. It's a great video. They do all these dances, but this is the end of it where I get her name. Dya Sono. Okay. There she is. Let's see what kind of stuff she does. Okay, there seems to be one live video on her thing, so let's see it. Looks like she has a couple of kids as a crowd. No, I guess they're not kids. Oh, okay. No, Lewis Cole don't play that game.
Why should I say what I am thinking? What do I have to offer them? It's not that I
Modesty Yahoo has
am
a
not
lot of great songs.
it's just
He's
that
amazing.
I would rather keep it to myself, never let it show. Handle it just fine, figure out another
Not really
way
my
to
favorite
let
kind
it
of.
go, 'cause we are small and we're
Yeah,
not
Clowncore
ready
is the best.
to
You want to go
take
back
it
to one
all in
Clowncore
now,
video?
take it all in now. Yeah, we are small.
She is
but
talented,
we
this
know
girl.
We're not alone, no, we're not alone, no. Can we really make a difference now?
We'll do one more Clowncore video. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight up. Those are it's 4 different songs. Wait, is there no video for this? No, there's no video for this. Forget it. Even though obviously it sounded good to play. Good song. We listen to Hell. We listen to Computers. Now, Van, this is the whole album of the songs that come from Van. How long is this song? 2 minutes? All right, let's go. The last one, they had the penis airbag and they peed blood. So let's see what happens here. Lewis Cole is amazing at one-hand drumming. He's like... Speaking of pussy, they have a song called Witch Pussy. Somehow or another, my keyboard, my studio just vanished off my screen, which is, I think, is odd. But let me just make sure it's working. Okay, so let's go to Witch Pussy. How did my, I don't know. I just paid yesterday for this. Why is anti-whiteism coming up? Oh, I see why. Okay, I like it better like that. This is a Duck Taco production, of course. Let's go to. I usually have all this stuff. I had it set up to play already, but it wasn't cooperating, I guess you could say. Here's Witch Pussy. The next song I'm going to play is called Brendan Fraser. All right. This is from 13 years ago. This is 13 years old, this video. This is Brendan Fraser. Yeah, I don't know which pussy. You know, Michael Bolton is in the news either this morning or last night, for some reason or another. All right, we're gonna play toilet. Woo!
It was a real-life scare for Wendy Williams on Halloween morning
We've got a lot to talk about.
because the talk show host passed out live on air.
Sure.
It's time for our How You Doing Halloween costume contest. We do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
Our first.
The show cut to black and went to an extra long commercial break, nearly 6 minutes long. But when it did come back on, Wendy was back up.
That was not a stunt. I'm overheated in my costume and I did pass out. But you know what? I'm a champ and I'm back.
Does anyone believe that?
I want to thank Jerry O'Connell and Dave Mrs. Juice. Is that the end of the show? Was I passed out that long? No. Well, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Dave. I love
The
you
fact
for
that you
watching
don't
today.
know
A wrap
is
for the
shocking.
53-year-old
All right, so I just found this video here. Evidence shows Hillary Clinton is a robot. I'd love to see this, whatever it is. Let's see. Just random, something random I just came
After
across.
analyzing thousands of bits of information, after talking to quite some important witnesses, and after receiving a personal message from God, we found out the shocking truth. Hillary is a robot. September 5th, 2015. While speeching, something suggests for the first time that Hillary may not be human.
I've got an infrastructure plan to create millions of jobs, fixing our roads, our bridges, our tunnels, airports, our water systems, our sewer systems.
An innocent stutter, according to Clinton, but many important computer scientists
So this is
recognize this stutter.
Let's see, whose
As a common
video
bug in
is
the speech
this?
program Soundbot 3000. September
I don't-
21st,
this-
2015. Interviewed on
Not only is this a joke, that's where she did the hot sauce thing. Let's see. Anderson Cooper mocks Al Roker's frozen pose. Let's see.
This happened.
And look who else is in this video. Another abuser de sexual de women had a button that would lock his office. Matt Lauer right here. A button that would lock the door if he had a female staffer or whatever in his room. He had a button under his desk that would lock the door, and then he would do whatever. And he has not been arrested for anything. That is kidnapping. They arrest people for kidnapping for less. Actually, they tried to throw Sound of Freedom, the movie. You know what? I'm gonna wait a second here. This is back to the Hillary thing. She is a robot or a double. Yes. All right. So let's talk about this for a second. The Sound of Freedom movie was had a first of all, it was made in like 2015 or 16, right? And then they call it the QAnon movie, right? But the Q thing didn't even start till September of 2017, October of 2017. This movie was made before that. Okay, let's just clear that up, right? And then you got them making up this huge story around, about a month ago or less, that they tried to make it out like one of the people involved in making the movie was arrested for kidnapping children, right? In Missouri, I think. The guy donated like $510 through a crowdfunding thing. He has nothing to do with the movie whatsoever, nor did he even kidnap anyone. They ran with it and made it exactly what it wasn't. He was the landlord. He's a landlord of an apartment building where a woman with her kids had a man come, and he was not aware of who this man is, claiming to be the father of the kids, wanting to take them. And he called the man, not the man who was arrested, but the donor, the father or whatever came, and then he called the police, and the landlord said, "Hey, I'm not letting the police on the property. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to be involved in a divorce battle, especially one involving children." They arrested him because they didn't allow the police and the man onto the property. So they gave him charges of kidnapping. Obviously, he's not getting. When you get charged with something, it doesn't mean you're guilty of it. You could charge me with murder, but then you go in and find my alibi and realize, oh, I wasn't there. And then I'm not a murderer, clearly. But I was charged with it at first, right? So that's what happened here in this situation. They turn a little thing into a huge lie. Oh, the producers of Sound of Freedom is actually a child trafficker. That's what they do. And it's really, I don't know even remember why I started bringing that up. Was it something I heard here by Anderson Cooper, who is part of Operation Mockingbird and also CIA? Let's see.
Where in the world is Matt Lauer? Well, tonight we're asking...
Oh, we were talking about Matt Lauer. So that Matt Lauer actually kidnaps people by locking them in a room against their will. He has not been arrested for that, let alone charged with anything. It just, he just got fired. He just got fired. And that's ridiculous to me. You see the ridiculous. Then check it out. I got a Marty McSorley Kings card right here. I didn't even know I had this. Hockey fans, I have a channel called Devil's Joint. If you're a hockey fan, go check out at the Devil's Joint. Joint, Joint, Devils, as you spell Devils. It's called Devil's Joint, but the at for YouTube is at the Devil's Joint. Now, let's watch Anderson Cooper, I guess, make fun of Al Roker.
And I asked this question with the utmost admiration and affection for Al Roker. I really like the guy. Now, a few days ago, on the Today Show, Savannah Guthrie and Matt Lauer were talking about an upcoming performance from Lionel Richie. Savannah Guthrie was saying that Lionel Richie takes her back to the days of junior high school dances, and then this happened.
Will someone do the junior high hop dance? It's like this. You gotta make it real awkward.
That's exactly how
you have to have a certain amount of distance between the bodies in junior high.
Yes, like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost.
Oh!
Anyway, there is
Frozen.
a lot of memories today, actually. It's a big day in music history.
35 years ago today, Elvis Presley passed away, the king of rock and roll. And as Mark Cohn says in his great song, Walking in Memphis, there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. Natalie Morales.
Now, I think they were talking about Elvis, something in the jungle room. I couldn't pay attention because Al Roker just kind of froze like that. He stood completely still with that look on his face for 17 seconds. 17 seconds, that's like a day and a half.
After she said Holy Ghost,
I need to know
which
what
might
that
be
was
his
about.
programming
it's
trigger
not as if
words.
He didn't know he was on camera. He wasn't caught like a deer in the headlights like our favorite college TV newsroom employee who taught us all that the stop, drop, and roll technique is not just for fires anymore.
Students can register for the lottery starting tomorrow, and registration is open until Friday. The UAA will notify the winners of the lottery by Monday, December 15th, and vouchers can then be picked up from Tuesday through Thursday. Now, students with more than 90 credit hours have the best chance of getting tickets, but everyone is welcome to sign up. Live from the newsroom, Cara Minelli, WUFT News.
I love that person around here. But even if there was a printer to hide behind on the Today Show, I don't think Al Roker would have done it. It seemed like he froze on purpose because, as we all know, trained broadcasting professional always, and I mean always, know when they're live on the air. So here at this point in the show, we're usually doing much more different. What? Oh, hey, sorry. Didn't realize we were on the air.
Listen to him.
I still have no explanation for what happened that night. I don't know. It was a complete brain freeze. But we actually do have an explanation for what was up with Al Roker. He says he just wanted to see how long he could hold the pose.
That's a lie.
And the director kind of egged him on. So it wasn't really a glitch in the Matrix after all, as I initially thought. But one thing is for sure.
You
if Al
initially
Roker
thought
ever
that?
shows up in your next...
You know that, Anderson, because you're a handler yourself. If anyone doesn't know, I don't go deep into it here. Maybe
whatever you do,
follow Banned by YT, Banned by YouTube at Rumble, on Rumble. You'll hear me talk about it. He is he is an Ellen DeGeneres. He's a male Ellen DeGeneres.
Do not challenge him to a staring contest because you will most certainly lose.
Well, yeah, if someone just says Holy Ghost, they're the champ. Now let's watch PBD and Joe Rogan. It's not natural. Why are 20% of the kids... Okay, this is valuetainment video.
I was having a wonderful, peaceful conversation with this guy named Anthony Weiner. I don't know if you're familiar with the guy or not.
Did you see...
Very...
Has anyone seen Anthony Weiner on the PBD podcast? Has anyone seen that? You must. If not, I think I did a live stream with it on there. Yeah, I did. So check one of my live streams.
Yeah,
I saw that podcast.
Yeah. So, and I asked him a question where I say, so let me ask you, how good are you at giving blowjobs? And he looks at me like, what kind of a freaking question is that? He says, I'm sorry? And I said, yeah, how good are you at giving it? He says, no. I said, when you were 11 years old, did anybody teach you how to give one? No. Why would they teach me that? That's what they're teaching in schools right now in many different places. Oh, they're not doing that. There's no way they're doing that.
There
right?
are books that do show that, yeah.
There are books, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if a person wants to sell that book at Barnes & Noble, go for it. If a person wants to sell that book on Amazon, go for it. But what do you think about parents that are protesting all over the place, where in some districts, these guys are saying, no, this is recommended reading by the teacher, and it's normal, it's okay, you should learn about this at an early age. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's very clear that there are certain teachers that have an agenda.
Yes.
And that their agenda is to indoctrinate children into this LBGT mindset. And that this is not just cherished, but celebrated. And, you know, if you're talking to someone who is a gay kid, great. That's great. If you want to tell them that it's okay to be gay and, you know, you should be your true self, great. That's terrific. What my concern with is that a lot of what we're seeing with, like, New Jersey had an uptick in kids identifying as non-binary by 4,000%. Like, it's not natural. These are not normal numbers. And I think children are very malleable. They're very impressionable. And if you reward them for certain kinds of behavior, if they are praised and cherished for certain types of behavior, I think they'll be encouraged to do that. And I think you're seeing with a lot of these detransitioners that a lot of these kids got encouraged early and got put on hormone blockers and hormones and got mastectomies and got castrated, and now they have deep regret. And people don't want to acknowledge that, and they attack those people. They attack those detransitioners. We have always thought that young children are not capable of making life-changing decisions at an early age. That's why we don't allow 7-year-olds to get tattooed. Right. And now all of a sudden you're allowing 7-year-olds to say that I'm a girl or I'm a boy, cut off my breasts and put me on testosterone.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
What percentage of parents do you actually think, obviously we don't know the exact number, but what percentage of parents, left, right, middle, think that's okay?
This is
what do you think that
interesting.
percentage is?
Very interesting.
That's interesting. I would not know. I would just be wildly guessing.
What do you
but
think?
there's
Even
a,
if we
there's
guess,
a
what would
certain
you
amount
say?
of people that are in the progressive mindset that is essentially a cult. Look, there's cult-like thinking on both the right and on the left.
Absolutely.
There's
It's
nothing
cult
else to
thinking.
say,
It's
Kyle.
conglomerations of opinions that you adopt and you defend because that keeps you in the tribe.
So, Kyle,
and
give me a
the
subscribe,
LBGT,
bro. You didn't subscribe.
whatever the other numbers are in letters.
Mm-hmm.
What that is it's a flag
push
that you're
for a
flying to
subscription,
show that you're on the right team.
You
That you're
subscribe to my Devil's
progressive,
channel.
you're open-minded, you're on the right side of history,
Yeah.
you're inclusive.
Look, Marty
you know,
McSorley.
This is
Did
what
you
they're
miss
doing.
that?
And that has an effect on people psychologically. I think you should allow people to be who they are. And you should be open to people being who they are no matter what it is. But to encourage them to go in a specific direction, I think there's real repercussions for that. And I think you're seeing that with these detransitioners.
You think it's 1%, 5%, 10%, 15%? You think it's 20 plus? Like if you were to get
I would. What would you think if anyone who's watching this when it's not live, obviously? What would you think the percentage is of? Well, what's he saying?
I don't think it's 20 plus.
I don't think so either.
I think it's a vocal minority. Be open to people being who they are no matter what it is, but to encourage them to go in a specific direction. I think there's real repercussions for that, and I think you're seeing that with these detransitioners.
You think it's 1%, 5%, 10%, 15%? You think it's 20 plus? Like if you were to guess,
I don't think it's 20 plus.
I don't think so either.
I think it's a vocal minority. The same thing with people that think that trans athletes should be able to compete with women and biological women in women's sports. It's a very small, very loud minority.
Do you think that's kind of like?
I don't know. I think it's a little
I'm your
bigger than
friend.
that myself.
Okay. And we're out at a restaurant, and you know how there's the guys that all of a sudden somebody's going to say, Joe, you're picking up a topic, we're having dinner, we're having a conversation. Hey, what do you think about voting this way? And one of your friends, this guy feels like I have to agree with 100% of what Joe says because it's Joe. Joe's my boy. Joe said this. Joe, you're 100% right. And then you got one of your friends like, Joe, I don't know if I agree with you, man. I think it's this, that, and you're having a debate. Do you think there's a part of the political party where they feel like just because I'm a Democrat, I have to agree with 100% of what everything they're pitching me?
There's a bunch of people like that. Yeah, there's a bunch of like full-on cultists, and they're blue no matter who.
Yeah.
That's their mind, and in their social circle, like this is how you talk and communicate. And you know, I've had conversations with those people, particularly when I was in LA. And when you confront them with facts, they're in denial. First of all, they don't know the facts. They're in denial about it. They think that what you're saying is propaganda, that what you're saying is right-wing bullshit and conspiracy theories. You know, I remember when I first started talking to Jordan Peterson about that bill, what is it, C-16, that's up in Canada, that is a hate speech law that mandates you using whatever the person's preferred pronouns are. And at that point, there were like 48 different preferred pronouns that were going to mandate. And people were like, why are you concentrating on that? This is something that exists in colleges. This is not something in your world. Like, why is that of concern to you?
Well,
Because
it's not
people
true.
graduate from college and they take these ideas they've been indoctrinated with, and then they enter into the workforce. And that's what we're seeing. And that's what killed Bud Light. That's literally what killed Bud Light. That they tried to enforce
Did you
these
see Bud Light
ideas
at
that they had
Sturgis?
been ingrained with.
Zero people at their tent.
These educational institutions, and then they tried to put it out there in the world.
Yeah. So Joe, how old are you? You're
55.
Okay, I'm 44. Okay.
I'll be 56 in a couple of weeks. So
You'll be
I should probably say that
56.
already.
Well, you look great for a 56-year-old. I'm just looking at your place. You're walking,
does. He
walking
looks-
behind
he
me like,
looks
holy
just
shit, this guy's
the
in
same
shape.
age as PBD.
But, okay, 55, you're going to be 56.
Patrick Bet-David.
From your experience at this age, when did you and I care the most about what people thought? What age were you when we cared the most about what people thought?
When I was a kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
So how little do you give a shit about what people think about you today?
Well, I don't want people to be wrong. I don't want people to have an incorrect opinion about my position
Sure.
on things or who I
But
am.
do you lose sleep at night
No.
with people? Okay, so that's the point. So
But also, you and I are used to dealing with the opinions of an enormous amount of people.
totally agree.
All
Totally
right,
agree. But
so-
let's not pick people like you and I.
So
Let's
let's
pick
end this one here. And we're going to go to Glitches in the Matrix.
Like and subscribe right times when it simply doesn't. From jaw-dropping miracles to very bizarre incidents, here are some of the scary glitches and eerie encounters that will creep you out.
I don't know how
Mention, this CCTV footage taken on September 9th, 2015 at the Borivali station platform in Mumbai shows a man who falls onto the tracks of a moving train while attempting to catch it. Other passengers nearby rushed at the spot to lend their hand, but were left speechless upon seeing the fallen passenger rise without any injuries. With the train already on the move, there's no way he could have gotten under it. Also, with little to no space between the train and the platform, this is truly a case of divine intervention. Headless man. Wait, did I really say that?
Yeah, I've
man
seen
without
this
a
one.
head. And that too, walking alive? How on earth is this possible? This video, caught by a man while driving on a busy road, shows a person walking on the pavement without their head visible on camera. While many people are not believing it, some say it might be possible based on a myth, which says that headless people have existed in history. So is this really a mythical man visiting us?
Well, he's not
Or
walking
is
like
there
with
no
a
truth to
cane,
this
like
video?
like
What do
he's
you think?
blind. You know?
Teleported dog.
Let's see, teleported dog.
If the dog teleported or spawned in the middle of the motorway a second too early, it could have ended badly. In January 2015, footage of two race cars was being recorded on an empty motorway in Chile, and a dog randomly appeared as soon as the vehicle zipped past
What?
the cameraman. The video clearly shows that the dog just mysteriously appeared on the road
What?
as if teleported or spawned. Where did it come from? If it were in the middle of the road to begin with,
Yeah, I thought
it's
I saw that
incredible
too,
that
Kyle.
both cars were able to dodge the dog.
That was weird.
Glass
I'm not
hating
going to go
eerie.
back and watch it a million times
A
because
ghost who settles things by breaking glasses?
Oh.
Well, clearly he's got some well-managed anger issues. Security cameras at the New Wellington pub in Newmarket, UK, have several times caught footage of a ghost who randomly smashes pint glass into pieces every now and again. The owners decided to install the cameras, hoping to
Holy
find that
shit.
cause, but only managed to record a few more glasses smashing for seemingly no reason at all. With the incidents occurring so often, it almost shows that the pub is haunted by ghosts who happen to have a special kind of hatred for glasses. With it not having escalated its temper, it's definitely very interesting.
wow. That's cool though.
Glitching cat.
Okay. Glitching things sometimes.
If the floor wasn't too slippery or
Oh.
moving like the treadmill, the only verdict remains that the cat might be caught in a glitchy matrix. A shopkeeper in Yokohama, Japan, was startled to see a cat who attempted to walk but didn't seem to move forward, almost as if it were walking over a treadmill. Seconds into the recording, another man interrupts the cat curiously, making it move as it normally should. As the man walks away, the cat starts to glitch once again. Either the cat is doing it on purpose to enjoy the slippery floor, or the cat is actually glitching. Family dog spirit. Since most animals are able to see spirits, perhaps the new pet may have been playing with the family's deceased dog. A Florida man, while checking out the camera of his newly purchased cell phone, sighted a shadow of a mysterious spirit-like figure that passed next to him, which immediately baffled him. Upon reviewing the footage, he noticed the spirit.
My dog Jersey, who passed away on March 28th. I thought I saw her once or twice in the past month or so. And Gino, who's sleeping behind me, was born on March 29th. Which is, he was born just hours after Jersey passed away. Which, is sad. It's weird. It's cool. And we've always thought that our other dog, Shadow, from before when we had Jersey. Jersey was the first female dog we had. And the only, actually, not the first. But we had Junior, who was a Puggle. And then Shadow, who was a Weimaraner. And we thought we would hear him sometimes, too, when Jersey was around. Now Jersey's passed, and Gino was born right when Jersey passed away. And sometimes we see Gino looking like he sees something, but not like a ghost, not like something he doesn't look up. It looks like he's looking at a dog, like, in front of him. And he acts like he does when he sees the neighbor's dog or when he, plays with the neighbor's dog. And he goes down on his front two legs and looks, like it's kind of cool. Maybe it is Jersey or Shadow just coming back to play.
To have a similar shape to that of a dog. The Florida man, while checking out the camera of his newly purchased cell phone, sighted a shadow of a mysterious spirit-like figure that passed next to him, which immediately baffled him. Upon reviewing the footage, he noticed this spirit to have a similar shape to that of a dog, and since the Florida man recently had one of his pet dogs passing away, he believes that this spirit was of the family dog that still lives with them.
I believe that one.
In field.
I like that story.
Maybe Professor Charles
I watched this video and then end it there.
Seeing someone important enough to pause everyone. A family living in the holiday cottage in Troutbeck in the Lake District of England were puzzled to find hundreds of sheep standing frozen still in the field for several hours. At first, they thought that the sheep were sensing some sort of danger, while some thought that they were hypnotized. But upon the footage getting viral, a shepherd commented that the reason for the sheep remaining frozen in place for several hours could mostly be due to a change in weather.
Really?
Motionless bird. Recently, a bird near the L.A. Matheson Secondary School was seen standing still in the middle of the air, while it was completely motionless, with it remaining stationary for several hours, puzzled many onlookers as this video started to become viral. Before an animal rescue team could arrive on the scene to inspect the cause closely, this motionless feathered animal was long gone. The fact that the bird stopped moving and gravity failed to act clearly shows that this was a sort of glitch in reality. Plane hovering. A commercial airliner was seen hovering in air just as that bird was glitching in Surrey, Canada. In March 2018, a man, while leaving an airport near Dallas, saw this plane that was inbound for landing, but despite several minutes passing, remained exactly in its position. With it happening in broad daylight, he could easily make out that the plane was hovering. What do you think could be the leading cause for something like this to happen? Do share with us your opinion down in the comments. Magical briefcase. Either this is the case of a theatrical performance, or the briefcase is magical. Footage taken in 2020 of then-Chancellor Rishi Sunak after a budget meeting showing his magical color-changing briefcase. At first, the briefcase looks in a bright green color that within a couple of seconds changes into dark brown just by itself. Seeing the manner of how it is presented shows that this clearly isn't your regular type of briefcase. Perhaps there's some sort of timer, and that it may be made of transferable layers, which actually plays the trick.
Obviously.
Odd cat. It's not just us humans who may have tricks hidden up our sleeves. A cat managed to trick the recorder of this video into thinking it was a depressed-looking dog just using its ideal black fur. When the recorder
Wow.
continuously kept calling off the assumed dog, the cat shocked him by revealing its final form. The same cat can later be seen acting as if it were a human being. It stands on just 2 of his hind legs, moves towards the table, and climbs in a manner as if it were possessed by a human being.
That is so weird.
Teleporting child.
Obviously in Asia somewhere.
Seeing how there isn't much panic in the girl proves that the girl is either in control or in on it. A footage taken by a random source somewhere in India shows a woman who was casually passing through an empty land by the road, who suddenly had a child appear next to her. If you watch the video closely, you can see that the woman is actually expecting the little girl to appear by the manner of how she readies her hand before the girl appears, almost as if she's summoning the little girl. With little to no reaction from either of them, it clearly shows that this isn't their first time. Ghost saves girl. Just by seeing the moving vehicles, you can know that this most certainly was no glitch in the recording of the camera. In June 2017, a security camera on a street in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, captured footage showing a moment of a miracle. A mysterious man with a superhuman speed, or a ghost, came running super fast to save a little girl just in time before a fast-approaching vehicle could hit her.
Wow.
Within a millisecond after the girl is saved, this super-fast Good Samaritan immediately disappears into the dark of night.
That is creepy.
Skinwalker attack in woods. When you hear something spooky like this, you may want to avoid letting curiosity get the better of you. A driver was passing through the countryside of Arkansas when he stopped near a forest to stretch his legs. Minutes later, he could repeatedly hear a weird yet terrifying humming sound. Thinking that there could be a nearby village or cabin, he began looking around for the source of the sound. At this point, a skinny, fast-moving skinwalker creature out of the blue was
is that?
rushing towards the driver. From the longs of the video making it to the internet, the driver probably survived.
Obviously.
Alien Scout.
But what was it?
Considering all those UFO sightings over the scales of decades, sightings of aliens was long overdue. A group of friends banded together for camping next to the Big Bear Lake in California when a tiny, possum-like animal interrupted them. It made a sudden appearance that left everyone freaked out.
Very odd
Seeing
shaped
only
head.
a glimpse of this being, they reported that it looked quite similar to that of fictional character Dobby from the Harry Potter movies,
Looks like it had an
except
ET
that it was a
like
bit
head.
too green. With nothing making sense of the incident, it is being considered an alien being who has been sent to scout human beings.
I believe those exist and they're
Glowing-eyed mummy
organic
chase.
or what's the
Certainly no human can run that fast while being covered in mummy fabric, let alone having a glowing set of eyes. 2 young men were driving down a road when a manly figure appeared in the dark that was sprinting parallel to them. It attempted to get as close as it possibly could, which also revealed its physical form. It was covered like a mummy, who also
That
had its
feed the
eyes
dogs
glowing,
cheese.
not to mention the incredible speed. Luckily, the driver spotted it in time and managed to speed away. Just by seeing the footage, you can know that this certainly could not be a human, but a real-life mummy. Jungle Highway Crawler. Unless this crawler has some super speed or super strength, which it seemingly doesn't, it probably wouldn't last long. Recently, a transporter who was passing through a dense forest in Chile stumbled onto a naked-looking crawler that looked to be blocking the road. Physically, it looked to be quite weak and skinny, as if it were a mere frame of a skeleton. It had a very bleak-looking face and grayish hair. The driver reported that since it was much slower than him, he was able to steer clear of it, since the crawler was eager to get closer. Whether it was
It's
actually
only
in
walking
distress,
backwards.
the driver didn't want to take a chance and reacted by turning around for an alternate route and was criticized by many for that decision.
Criticized? Would you
floating
stop and
leaf.
get out of the car or let that thing in your car?
A leaf such as this is just as the old saying goes, light as a feather. Two old friends, while catching up with each other, noticed a
just looks
leaf
like
that
a-
was
like a
constantly
trick
floating
that
in midair while moving through the woods in Minsk, Belarus.
That could be
The leaf
easily-
remained stationary and perfectly in the middle of the air with little to no breeze. It appeared to be magical and unbelievable at the same time, so much that they decided to capture the moment on camera. Looks like the leaf was a bit too light against the air, which kept it
Looks
afloat.
like there's two people off camera holding each side of the
Frozen fish.
invisible string.
What's going on?
Fishing line.
At first, it may seem like these fishes aren't real until you look closely. A visitor at the Ripley's Aquarium in Canada was shocked to see dozens of fishes that suddenly froze within the aquarium, and she decided to record it, and somehow managed to stay afloat within their position. As the video got enough traction, a local marine biologist commented that fish usually freeze due to a number of reasons, from simply just resting, to stress, overcrowded tanks, and poor water conditions. Since the aquarium has taken all the necessary precautions, this matter remains unsolved.
It's probably just one of those things.
Ghost in a crib. The old saying of catch 'em while they're young is probably what that ghost had in practice here. An Ohio couple bought a crib from a yard sale for their baby, which somehow happened to be haunted by a ghost. They reported numerous disturbances during the night while the couple were asleep, so much that they decided to place cameras pointing at the crib from different angles. Upon reviewing their footage, they were shocked to discover paranormal activity that was spotted around the baby. At first, they noticed huge human hands appearing from the bottom of the crib, which would disturb the baby. On another instance, a shadowy figure could be seen moving under the crib. Haunted store. A storage room from a convenience store in New Orleans, Louisiana, is believed to have been taken over by a supernatural entity or a ghost. The staff reported that whenever the room would be entered for restocking the store shelves, checking inventory, or even storing fresh supplies, the spirit within the room would always react in an aggressive manner by tossing goods at them. However, none of the staff have complained of any serious cases of damage or injuries, but these encounters would be often
looks like it
terrifying
hurt.
for new employees.
Let me go back on that one.
Tossing goods at them. However, none of the staff have complained of any serious cases of damage or injuries, but these
they came
encounters
down
would be
at
often
him as he
terrifying for
passed. Wait,
numerous
hold on.
cases of damage
What
or
was he
tossing
running
goods at
from?
them. However,
Looks like
none of the
someone's up
staff have
there maybe
complained
just
of any
pushing the
serious
boxes.
cases of damage or injuries,
But they are
these
pushed in a
encounters
weird
would
manner.
be often terrifying for new employees. Seeing the state of how peaceful the storage room may seem, and that it has all the supplies, perhaps the invisible force decided to take residence and hates its peace being disturbed. Grandpa in window.
Grandpa.
An unearthly moment was captured when a mother of 5 caught a shadow or a ghost of her deceased dad on the window of her home in Liverpool. At first, she thought that someone could be standing right outside the window, which was immediately ruled out when she pulled back the curtain and found no one, which left her startled. Since the shadow emerged coincidentally, just as she was sharing happy memories of her late father Terence with her eldest daughter, Natalie, she started believing that it most certainly could be him. Terence expired in 2009 due to a stroke while suffering from pneumonia.
Wow.
Open sesame.
And when the doors just opened on its own.
This is probably the nicest ghost ever to be encountered by anyone. Paranormal investigator Chris Geyers was astonished while exploring a reported activity at the 16th floor of Croxteth Hall in Liverpool to find a spirit that looked to be very polite. It would open and close a wine cellar door upon command. The video started with the door opening on its own, and an investigator can be heard saying hello. Soon after, Chris says to shut the door for us, and within a fraction of a second, the door spookily appears to shut on its own. The encounter has led him to believe that this could possibly be the spirit of a butler. Shady
Pretty cool
cryptid.
if it's real.
Initially, this may seem like a monkey of some kind, but if you look around, there aren't any trees around. A hiker passing through a trail in a woodland area
be
somewhere
lost.
in Nebraska
Oh, Nebraska.
noticed this shady, cryptid-looking entity that was stalking him. It appeared from behind the bushes and kept following him to an extent that he decided to check it out closely. At this point, the shady stalker got up on its hind legs and also revealed its terrifying face while it began to chase. The recorder managed to outpace him and described it to have a beastly appearance,
Where's
which
its
the
hind
onlookers
legs?
of the video nicknamed as the Shady Cryptid.
Why didn't they show
Invisible
it on its
rider.
hind legs?
Security camera recorded a man offloading office supplies from his van in the Washington, D.C. area when something quite weird happened. A scooter rider passed by the back of his van and disappeared soon after. According to the man, the rider went completely silent after passing by the van. With the man thinking that this was probably some kind of an attempted robbery, he immediately came to intervene, but was left even more astonished as the rider randomly disappeared into the air, almost as if put on an
If
invisibility
it was a
cloak.
robbery and he was able to do that, that's genius.
And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This picture and video was captured recently, where the recorder mentioned coming across several of these black-covered entities who seem to be following him. With a church nearby, the recorder initially thought that these were an increasing number of nuns, until they were seen several times again while driving. This made him feel as if he was being followed by something evil, especially when he found out that no one else could see them. He decided to take his camera out, hoping to capture the footage, when he captured an even stranger figure. If you happen to have more information, do share it in the comments.
What is that? What
Stranger
is that?
figure. If you
That
have
looks
camera
like
out,
just
hoping
something
to
that's
capture
in
the footage.
inside
when
of
you
a, it looks like a statue or something. That doesn't look like a figure. There's a, a stand there. It's in a thing. I mean,
captured an even stranger figure. If you happen to
Very
have
normal
more
to me.
information, do share it in the comments.
1, 2, 3, 4. That is weird.
Streamer haunted.
I think I've seen this. Yes, I have. That was a real.
The ghost probably wanted some human
really
fan following
scared
as
him.
well. Rubsy, who is an online streamer, was at his friend's place when something completely bizarre started to happen while streaming. A door in the background can be seen opening slowly until it slams shut abruptly, all by itself. With the streamer being alone in the apartment, having only his friend's pet cat is
Alright,
what
guys.
started to terrify him the most.
I gotta bring the dog
Soon
out.
after this,
Thanks
the